So this is our Troy-built chipper shredder that we picked up used. It's an older model that is a little bit sturdier and is a little different function than a lot of the newer models. This one, because of the way it's designed, it has like a flail shredder in the front end here. You can see underneath here, these flails spin around and break up the material into little pieces, and it's better for dealing with vines. Now that we've cut down all those vines from the garden, all the long bean vines and the loofah vines and the bottle gourd vines, and we want to condense them all so that we can put them into our cans that we're using for composters. So we're going to run them through this shredder to break down the material, and it'll really reduce the volume so that it can compact it, and then the material will break down faster.
So you're going to show our composter?
Yeah, so we basically just bought these big toters from, oops, lizard, oh no, frog, tree frog. We bought these big toters from Home Depot, big plastic toters, and we drilled holes in the bottom to let the water and fluids come out of it, and then it just throws the material in, and it breaks down quite nicely. So this one we had already filled up to the top a couple weeks ago, and now you can see it's all the way down below half full.
Yeah, it's decomposing very fast.
It decomposes very quickly, and then we can move that material back into the garden. And because we've already shredded it up nicely, there's no strings, there's no long pieces of vine, so it's actually small compost material already.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see now that big pile of brush is now just a bunch of plant fiber and pulp. It's a lot easier now for all the microorganisms to break this down into a compost that we can use back in the garden. Ago, we bought this place, and then this year, you probably saw, we built this garden.
Yeah, and
this
then
year.
I learned a lot of how to grow the vegetables.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I
off the
So as you see here, we clean up this 2 raised bed. We pull all the vine out. This area used to be a lot of bottle gourd vines. Now it's empty. In the bed next to it, a lot of long bean and Malabar spinach. We still need to come back and clean up the weeds in the middle. It's noontime, it's very hot. So we're done today. This is the last bed. It's also empty. So all the vines get into this. I think this is 90 gallon. Honey, is this 90 gallon?
90 gallons.
Okay, this is 90 gallon can. So almost 40% of a garden waste. After we shred it, we fill it up in this 90 gallon. See, grind it up really dense. One of the really good things for grinding up the vines and the garden waste is that it will decompose really fast after this. Also, because we grind it up, if there's bugs and eggs, they will not be able to survive after we pile it up and decompose later. So this is really good benefit. In order to prevent bugs and virus, bacteria problems, reduce the problem in organic gardens, I always recommend to remove your old vines, the vines that have bugs and disease problem, throw them away. Don't keep them in the garden, because later the new vegetables will get all these bugs and worms and bacteria. Okay, this is all for today's video. We are very tired. We're ready to go home and have lunch.